Extra, extra, read all about it. This is your daily tarot reading from Born Without Boundaries. All signs, general energies for the day. Good news for some of you. Jupiter is headed back into Sagittarius, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to be very beneficial for especially the fire signs. I think Geminis are going to do pretty well with this. I'm pretty sure Pisces are going to do okay, and so is Scorpio for some reason. Cancer was jumped over, but that's okay. I'm not going to take it personal. Anyway, it's going to be very beneficial for many people. So, yay, if you've been having a hard time and you're one of those signs. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so happy to see everybody on the live. Hey, so as you know, or if this is your first time showing up to a live, what I do is a daily reading first. What I'm not able to interact much because I'm actually just focusing on the energies. And then after the daily, I open it up for a full chat and I'll answer some questions if I can. So, hi everybody. I just wanted to let you guys know that, okay, if you're on platforms that allow for commercials and you're watching this on replay, I will insert commercials within this video, but I will never interrupt a message with it. So I will only put a commercial like in a couple of seconds before the message begins. And then while I'm switching out the camera angles, I'll do it then too, because then it won't interrupt any message. All right, guys? So I am, so I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Okay. Thank you for sitting through that awkward pause. Everybody on the live. Good morning, Sonia. Oh, good morning, Paulette. Hey, hi, Rob. So what's up, everybody? I just saw 333 run across the top of my screen, and that's a good thing. Jupiter is returning home, guys. That's a real good thing. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, a very good thing for you. Scorpio, very clarifying thing for you. It's going to give you a chance to essentially get new things in your life, get a little bit of clarity, and refresh yourself a little bit. Take out, just get rid of the trash and get in some new, fresh stuff. New perspective, kind of broaden you, open your eyes a little bit to things that would work better for you. So it's going to be really good in terms of clarifying your brain and your headspace. Gemini is just going to bring on the luck for you. So you're going to have if you've been having some tough, wonky times, it's going to clarify those things. And I've been picking up that energy a lot in my weekly readings. That is that clearing. And I think Pisces is also going to be beneficial as well. So yay for you guys. Don't know what's going on for the rest of us, but oh, whatever, dude. We weather it. We're still all going through a Mercury retrograde. Case in point, gotta go drop my car off for repairs. So once again, I use the Talisman and Cauldron deck, guys. Talisman and Cauldron is a store, and 444. Angels are surrounding us, protecting us with their love and light. I'm gonna actually make a video of a few mantras I say every single morning that have helped to basically reform my life. I'm gonna go over them and why I think that they're necessary and how I do them. And then I think I'm going to label the video manifestation tools for changing your headspace, changing your heart space, changing your life. And so watch out for that one, guys. Anyway, the Talisman and Cauldron deck is sold online. The link to, if you're interested in buying it, is below. But bottom line is, I want you guys to know I always clarify this deck. After every personal reading, after every reading I use it for, I clarify this deck and I reorganize it so that every day comes out a brand new reading. And that's where we start fresh every single morning. So the energies coming out, general energies for today, I think there's a lot of confusion in terms of the direction that you want to go. Honestly, and this is my theory on confusion. Confusion is symptomatic of really knowing what you want, but not allowing yourself to know it, or not allowing yourself to accept that it's the right decision. There's doubt for other reasons. There's not doubt because you're uncertain of what you want. There's doubt because you're uncertain that you can make it work. And then that's where the confusion ensues, is that internal struggle within. So I see that there's some sort of internal struggle, something basically not taking off, or you feeling like you're being passed over and ignored. I got 444 again. What that's telling me is, I think the angels are trying to protect you, trying to protect you from any kind of mistake or hardship, or any kind of wrong choice. So it's almost like this is a good season. This is a good time for Mercury retrograde to be happening. In other words, Mercury retrograde can be very beneficial to us right now because it's going to stop and make us think and make us review the facts and go over them with eyes a little bit deeper and see what we're dealing with. Go back and do some rewrites if we have to. I've been doing rewrites, by the way, guys, to my book. My editor just got in. Yeah, it's almost like both of these cards are flipping out backwards, the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. And it's just telling me that you're not seeing any results, and that's why you feel like you're stuck. Okay, once again, we're in a Mercury retrograde. You're not stuck. You're being asked to review. Like I said, I just got the edits back from my book. I have a lot of editing to do on almost a 400-page novel, which is only part one of a trilogy. So I've got a lot of work to do, but that doesn't mean that it's over. It means that this is a really good time to go back and do those edits. This is a perfect time in Mercury retrograde to go back and fix up the inconsistencies and get somebody's advice from an objective perspective. Because when you're really close to a situation, when you're close to a relationship, when you're close to a job, when you're close to a problem, it's hard for you to be objective. So what I would recommend is that you go and get somebody that's objective and that you trust and that you will take criticism from, because that's important too. If there's somebody that you don't take criticism, and remember, criticism in its highest form is help. It's constructive. It's not tearing you down. It's pointing out what is actually problematic, pointing out why it's problematic, and also making suggestions about what somebody can do about it. So if you know somebody who criticizes in the correct way and who can help you, this is a really good day for it, really good time. But right now we're starting out with feeling stuck, feeling like you've been passed over. Maybe you've just gotten word that you're not getting in an opportunity or something that you waited on, right? And what that can just mean is that even though you wanted it, and even though you wanted that ship to be coming in because you're tired of sitting on the dock waiting, it's not your ship. That's what it is. And I know the follow-up question is, well, when is my ship? Well, when is my ship? And my follow-up question to your question would be, why the fuck are you sitting on the docks waiting? That is not a way to live a life, right? It's like, get off the docks, get back on mainland, make some decisions, make some choices, and make your life and live your life and stop waiting. Every time somebody asks me and every time somebody says to me, I'm sick of waiting, I said, stop waiting. Waiting is a choice. It's an action. It's something that we all engage in. You don't have to wait. You can be active and you can be intentional and you can do things. You can do things that you can do right now. Yeah, I think there is this mentality of, or that you're getting word that there is a lack of opportunity, I think, in work. Maybe somebody did not get a job offer that they wanted, or you're going to find out today that you didn't go to the next level with the job opportunity, or that you feel like money is a big issue. This is a really good time. This is the central card to reconnect with spirituality, reconnect with spirit. Because it seems to me like your passions have been too engaged in work and the 3D and not engaged enough in your connection to spirit. And this, the high priestess, is all-knowing and all-powerful. And she manifests from the higher realms. And when you connect with the higher realms, it's almost like she's showing up to basically tell you intuitively, you already know. Intuitively, you know the direction. Intuitively, you know the way. Your confusion is almost a chosen state of mind, is what this implies. Yeah, you already know the direction. You already know the way. Damn, I love these dailies. Oh, that right message always comes out. Don't worry, everybody on the chat. I will flip the camera angle around so that you can see the cards and see what I'm talking about. This might also imply that for some of you, there might be a job opportunity coming in, but you're not certain about it. You're uncertain about it. But I have to say, there looks like there could be, this is Taurus energy, there looks like this could be a good, stable opportunity behind it. Let's read on and see. But there also seems to be some sort of connection, some sort of commitment that's coming in today. Okay. See, okay, so there could be, after a period of stagnation and no movement, an opportunity or an offer is going to come in. People are going to recognize your work, recognize it, or you'll have to go back and, like I said, do a rewrite. All right, let's see. The Tower is coming. So this is a breakaway from an institution, and Temperance is upside down. So yeah, I feel like this is actually you're gonna get word that you didn't get the job. If anybody's waiting on that, you're gonna get word that you're not moving forward to the next level of, or you're not getting the promotion today. That's sort of the message that's coming in today. There's also this ending to a feeling of waiting or being patient or feeling stuck in a situation or circumstance that you really were drained by, impoverished by. An ending to, let's see. Okay, stability, greed, worry, an ending to having to worry about money. The Tower energy upright, and then the Temperance in reverse. But the Tower comes after Temperance in reverse, so things are going to move fast and quickly. I'm kind of thinking out loud right now. I want this last, what's this last card to come out? Everything is happening to reconnect you to spirit, to reconnect you to what intuitively feels right for you, to your divine purpose, what I call a soul song. Okay. Outcome. One more card. Two cards. 7-1-1-1. Excellent. Two cards come out, and it's the Two of Cups, which is an offering of love between friends and defensiveness. I feel like if you get an offer, if an offer comes in, I don't think that you'll believe it. I almost think it will feel like it's too good to be true. I also feel like there is intuitively this need to break away from it's almost like the message is going to come in. Maybe not getting this job was the best thing that could have ever happened to you, right? Or this could not mean something is causing something bad to happen. It could mean that there's just an incredible momentum of change that you are wary of, change that you are on guard of, change that you are a little bit of defensive by. There is doubt here. There is doubt. I want to clarify this Tower. Please clarify this Tower. Please clarify this Tower. Okay, and please clarify this Temperance. The Tower was clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords, which tells me it just means that there's going to be some quick, fast, swift movement happening in terms of communication of something that has to do with your wishes. Your wish come true, and it seems like the Tower is not a bad Tower. It's good news. But what is this Temperance, please? Please clarify Temperance in reverse. Please clarify Temperance in reverse. Don't understand. Please clarify Temperance in reverse. Lovers coming together. So you have an angel of patience, an angel of balance, and then you have this crowned by or clarified by the Lovers. So there is an energy of maybe what was unstable or unbalanced in love, or what was basically lacking or waiting in love. Bottom line is, you're not waiting anymore. There was a feeling of stagnation. There was a feeling of impoverishment. There was a feeling of working very hard but not getting anywhere. And somebody has been continuing to manifest and to clearly communicate with spirit and connect with spirit on a deep level. And I do feel like there is this end of old ways, end of what was established in your life, and a beginning to a new one. Stability in a direction that I still feel like you are. No, what this is saying is you're prepared. You know, because there could be a little wounded warrior wariness about this card, but at the same time, you're prepared. In other words, all of these, what do you call them, spears, he didn't just, buy it freaking home goods. He didn't buy it, he didn't buy it home goods for decoration. He earned these. So this tells me that with all his battle scars and all his wounds, he is ready. He stands at the ready. He stands ready for the next step. And I feel like that's what it's saying. You're ready. We have the Lovers and we have the Two of Cups. You're ready for this next step. You're ready for whatever is coming into you, and you're ready for this new way of living your life. I don't think you feel like you are. I think you're very afraid of money. This card comes up, which means you're worried about stability. Yes, you have money, but you're worried about it. You feel like it's at risk. But what Spirit is trying to, the message that's being delivered today through this reading is you're actually ready. You're ready for the next step. You're ready to change your life. You're ready to let go of that old place. Just connect with your intuition. Intuitively, you are ready. You're ready for this next stage of your life. You have the strength. You have the intuition. You have the ability. You have the insight. Do not undercut yourself or second guess yourself. I do feel like you are doing that. Like that's the message. You are doubting because it's scary to let go of what you held on to for so long. It's almost like it's like, do I jump off the dock and jump into the ocean? No, dude, no. But you get off the dock and you look around for the resources that you have where you can be right now. And you are ready. In other words, you do have the resources. You are prepared. You are together. This is also a message of love, a message coming in. If somebody was hoping, wishing, waiting, or trying to manifest love, this is a message saying that love is coming in because you're ready. You're ready for this. You may be a little bit defensive, weather worn, and broken from other relationships, but you're actually prepared for that deep spiritual connection. And I think, and I talk about her all the time, Missy from Saltwater Heals Tarot. She had posted, I follow her on Instagram, and she had posted a meme that said, if two people are vibrating at the same vibration, inevitably or eventually they will end up in the same room. And so that's what I feel like, that it just struck me and it hit me really hard to be very, very true. That's what seems to be. It's this reading seems to be a clarification or a verification of that vibe of you are ready for this. Yes, you have scars, and yes, you have a little bit of defensiveness, and we all carry our baggage. It's not whether or not we have baggage, it's how we carry it. I said that before. It's what you, this is what this is saying is, because you could all these swords behind him, you could interpret as baggage, but you see, he's got it. He's got them. He stands in front of the baggage. He stands prepared to wield all of it. In other words, he stands prepared to use all of the baggage in his boxes to his defense. And I think it was that preparation and that understanding of yourself and that being able to learn all those lessons that earns you all that quote unquote baggage is what prepared you for this level up. And I do see love happening. I do see love popping off. Love is in the air and it is also all around you. And I think more importantly, it's inside of you. So the overall message of today, and I'm about to turn the camera around so you can see the reading, is you are prepared. You are ready. You have come into a place of balance and stability. And even if you don't know it, and that could be the one caveat, is that you don't feel it or you don't know it. You're not ready. You don't see that financially you're actually ready. You don't see it. You don't think that you have the money to be able to do what you need to do. You actually feel broke. Maybe you are actually broke. You don't actually feel like this new way of life is going to work for you. You have waited. You have felt. Let me turn the camera around, please. Hold on. hold on. I don't think there's any way to pause a live, so just hold on, guys. And that's where I would put a commercial, just FYI. That's where I would put a commercial. Come on, man. This phone. So, yeah, I think that's a good perspective of the cards. Oh, let's rotate the device. Come on. It's pissing me off, man. This phone is pissing me off. Okay, so, and here we have the devil at the bottom of the deck, which is probably clarifying this defensiveness. But honestly, you're going to do very well for you. In other words, the devil is fear. That's what you guys have to realize. The devil is fear. Ultimately, that's what it is. Fear ties you up and it holds you down, right? It holds you in the same place. And you may be single right now because you're actually afraid of taking a chance in love. You're actually afraid of connection. Let me just say this straight out. That's okay. I know it's like, is fear? No, fear overall is not okay. To stay and live in fear every day is not okay. But to a certain degree, remember, it's the devil is imbalance. It's extremism. To feel a little bit of, let's not call it fear, intrepidation toward love and romance, especially if you've gotten your heart broken a lot of times, or if it's not love and romance, if it's just work and money and you've always come up short. It is natural to feel defensive and it's natural to feel a little bit afraid. This is telling me that you may be very afraid of either setting out on your own financially, going on your own and doing your own thing, or you're using your singlehood as that place of safety to protect you from connecting deeply with another person. Now, that doesn't mean today. Now, with that knowledge, what do we do with that knowledge? It doesn't mean that today, because remember, this is daily energy. It doesn't mean that today we run out and we just force ourselves into a change. No, it means we sit with this information and we become aware of it first and foremost. And just the awareness will melt down walls that have built up inside your head, and you'll start to see things a little bit more clearly. You start to connect to spirit. In other words, this is a message of truth coming out, a message directly from the energies that be the universe, spirit, God, whichever you'd like to call it. This is a direct message saying, child, you are ready. You are ready. You are fearful. You are worried, but you are ready. You actually have everything that you need surrounding you, around you, in your life. You have more stability than you are giving yourself credit for. It's an acknowledgement of your fear and all the things in your life, the disappointments and the hardships that created it. But it's calling you out and saying, okay, right now you are actually ready. You're ready to change. The change that wants to come in, the break away from institutions, is actually your dreams coming true. The break away from whatever was established, whatever was, and this could also mean usually the Hierophant followed by the Tower is divorce as well, but that's actually your gateway to your dreams coming true. You know what I'm saying? In other words, whatever was established and old, it has to be left behind. And today, no, today is not the day that it all happens all at once, bam, magic. No. Today is the day that you let it sink in and acknowledge it. And today, with that knowledge, is the day that you're able to now move forward and make a decision and be very, very clear. See, this guy is trying to block you because why? You still want that financial stability. You still want that stability. But the stability isn't what you, but the stability is holding you down. It's tying you up. What you have established, in other words, it could very well be that you are single and you've been single for a very long time. And then what this reading is telling you is that that singleness has actually become a crutch of sorts, something that you rely on to make you feel safe and that you're single because you're afraid of letting yourself get into a relationship again, love again, even just date again. And what Spirit is not saying, hey, dummy. It's not saying, hey, stupid. It's not making fun of you, and it's not negatively judging you. It's acknowledging all of this. It's bringing it out to the surface. Remember, I said that in Scorpio season, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio will bring out a lot of things that are hidden beneath the surface, and it'll lay them bare for you. And so what this daily is doing is laying all of it bare, right? It's saying you're not worried about money. You're worried about stability. You're scared to take the next step. That's what it is. And that's okay. We're not judging you for that. But we're acknowledging it today so that we can realize how we are actually contributing to our own blocks. How are we contributing to our own blocks? We want to hold on to whatever, this is a job or a collaboration. See, this is a collaboration that's been going on for quite some time. It's a block. It's a block to our abundance. It's this isn't good. This isn't right. It's imbalanced. It's an imbalanced way to be, to stay in this place where we're afraid because we're afraid. So in other words, it's not good. It's not a good choice. Like, are you really doing it for financial stability or for, for your family, quote unquote, or are you doing it because you're afraid? Because you really don't have any reason to be afraid. You actually have, there's bigger, I don't want to say cushions because I feel like that gives the wrong impression. It's going to be better than you think on the other side. For me, I'm struggling with changing my career, right? I'm not, right? That's what I'm doing. That's my personal struggle. I'm struggling with changing my career. And this is a message that would say, but you got this. You're supposed to. This is the time when you were supposed to break away and charge toward your dreams. This is not a time for you to stay stagnant anymore, Michelle. You are more stable than you think, and you have more resources than you realize. And it's also a message saying, I've been single for 5, 6 years, 7 years, a long time. I've been single. I've been very comfortable. And I think that that's the warning is, have you become comfortable in this situation? Now, it doesn't mean that it's a bad situation just because you're comfortable in it. But it is a bad situation if the only reason you're staying is because you're comfortable, when deep down inside you really want something else. So this is our laid bare day. This is our exposition day of, let's be honest with yourself. Let's be true to yourself, because this Empress is truth. She is the highest truth. She is connecting to spirit, making you rebalance in terms of who you really are. Like, who, in other words, your soul, who you were sent here to be. And she's making you realize, listen, I get it. She's not a judge. She doesn't judge people negatively. She just shows up when she says, this is a new time in your life, right? It's a new time. If you don't make it happen, I'll make it happen. I'll come and I'll break apart this tower. Why will I do it? I'll do it because you were supposed to be charging toward your dreams coming true. You are meant to be loved. You have gotten very comfortable in whatever job or relationship or habits you have formed. You've gotten very comfortable. Why? Because you're afraid of losing your stability. And that's the fear, right? That's the fear of either going out and striking out on your own, or the fear of connecting with another person in love, and so you're staying single, right? It's the fear of moving to the next step. That's what it is, and there's where the defensiveness is coming from fear. Okay, so how do we move forward in faith? Faith is the antidote to fear. I know it seems like it would be love, but the truth is, faith is the bridge you have to cross over to get to love, right? So while love is opposite of fear, right? Because fear is apathy, and it's lack of feeling. It's being stuck. That's what fear is. It's hell. That's what it is. Faith is the bridge that you cross to get to love. So the next step away from fear is actually faith. And so this is a call, that's why it's the central card, to have faith. Everything is going to work out okay. And the only reason why you're worried right now is because the past looks better because it's closer. It's like hanging on to that pier, right? And being afraid to leave that pier. You don't even have to jump into the ocean. And I think sometimes that's a big problem, is that people think, oh, I have to jump right into this ocean of raging waves and storms. And that's the only way I can show that I have faith. No, sometimes that's just stupidity, right? You can walk off the pier, go back on land, and see, okay, what do I have right now beneath my feet? If there were a boat coming in the harbor, get on the boat, absolutely. But you don't just jump into the water when there's no freaking boat. You do need air to breathe, correct? So in other words, maybe you may be stuck on land right now, but it doesn't mean you're stuck waiting on the pier for a decision to be made for you. It's saying use the resources you have right here, right now. Use the resources you have. Maybe one of the resources is a phone that you can call up and buy a ticket to the next boat. You know what I'm saying? It's like use the resources you have right now, but don't stay stagnant and don't stay waiting and don't stay comfortable. But also don't hate yourself for it. Just know that that's where you are right now. This is blatantly, if I follow it linearly, you being stuck in a pattern of disappointment as well as lack of money or lack, working very hard but not seeing anything. You see, it's like it's like a diminishing. It's almost like you're working hard but you're not seeing anything move, right? Well, what are you working hard at? You're working hard at whatever you were already doing, whatever was already established. And that's something that you have to break away from. Today is an acknowledgement that we have to move on. We have to let ourselves actually officially dive into making our dreams come true. That doesn't mean diving into the ocean before we're ready, but it does mean using the resources that we have, diving in, not avoiding the work that we really need to focus on and maybe we're a little afraid of, and not avoiding the potential of love or romance coming in our life, not avoiding that, being wary of it, being defensive of it, being scared of it is actually keeping us from our abundance, and we're ready. That's the ultimate lesson from this reading of today. That's your message. You're ready. You're ready. Is everything around you polished and perfect? No. But you're ready for that next step. You really are. And you can do it with certainty and you can do it with gentleness. And it doesn't have to be some big hullabaloo. It just has to be the simple decision to not be afraid anymore. That's what it is. I'm going to turn the camera around. Hold on. Hi, guys. So we're at perfect timing. How'd you like that? That was some reading. I think it was a lot of clarity. And it was also a perfect reading for Mercury retrograde. Because like I said, Mercury retrograde is that perfect time to go back, to go over things, to skim over and see what resources you have, what resources you might have skipped or missed. This is that perfect time to also get honest with yourself about why you're really hanging around and sticking around. Like, what's the real draw, right? Yeah, it's just, in other words, this is a call for us to believe in ourselves again, have faith, and to acknowledge, I don't know what's happening with my equipment. I really don't. And to acknowledge that to just admit that you're ready. That's what it is. Just admit it. Even if you're standing on the dock and there's no boat, admit that now you're ready to get on one. Go back on land and see what you can do to scrape together a ticket. You're ready. And it's about darn time you acknowledged that you're ready. That's all you need to do today. You need to acknowledge that you're ready. And then you'll find a way forward. The way will come. The way will come. All right, guys, I'm going to open it up to questions now. Simple questions. Simple questions. Not like, yeah, simple questions. But like not, how's my life going to be for the year ahead? I don't know. That's personal reading. And FYI, all the information, if you're interested in a personal reading, is always in all of the description boxes below every single video. There's no need to, you can just reach out to me directly at bornwithoutboundries@gmail.com and inquire about a personal reading. All the pricing is down below. There's one price, there's one type of reading that I offer now. And that's it. It's all down below. So if you're interested, please do. Let's see. You're welcome, Patricia. Bridget. Libra Leo combo. So fire and air does generally work out because air feeds fire. There is a potential for the Libra to get sucked up by Leo's incessant need to constantly be fed. In other words, Leo will expect a lot of attention and Libra will absolutely give a lot of attention. So I feel like this might be really good for Leo up front, but Libra will be drained. So in other words, I think there will be a big fire in the beginning, but you do run the risk of Libra feeling drained long term and Leo feeling bored long term, because Libra will just keep basically yesing them to death, and Leo eventually needs a little bit more of a challenge and a little bit more but honestly, I think as long as you guys could keep that balanced, this will be there's a lot of potential for that to be a lovely connection. Just stay balanced and make sure that one's not all giving and one's not all receiving. That's what I'm saying. Whoever donated the $4, thank you so much. That was really lovely. Kat, when will Scorpio make the offer I desire? When, Kat, for Kat? I don't think that the offer is going to come. I think there's a lack of passion or interest on the Scorpio side. But let's see. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands for Kat, because I don't want to tell her something wrong. Clarify the Ace of Wands for Kat. When will her Scorpio make the offer she desires? When will her Scorpio make the offer she desires? When will Scorpio make the offer? When will Scorpio make the offer? It doesn't seem to be, there seems to be confusion, or you don't have enough information. That's not helping at all. Yeah, that's not helping at all. One card, please, for Kat. One card specifically. When will the Scorpio make the move she desires? Okay, so inevitably this is what's happening. I don't think that, I feel like the Scorpio needs more time to get to know you better, if that makes any sense, because it came out almost like the passion had run flat, or that they don't even realize there's passion there yet. So it's going to take a little bit of time. But I do think that after they get to know you a little bit better, unless they know you very well, but there's this imbalance right now of what they know. They're confused. And I don't necessarily think they're choosing between two different people. I just don't think they fully see maybe how passionate you are for them. I think that if you want to speed this along, you're going to have to show them very clearly. It's all coming out weird, like the Sun and then the Queen of Wands in reverse. It just seems like this victory is almost manipulated in a little bit. If they're dealing with a fire sign, or if you're a fire sign, I'm not really sure that you're the one they're looking for. I know that sounds something that you don't want to hear, but yeah, I don't really see this as being I'm just going to say it. It seems like they're being manipulated by a fire sign. And I don't know if you're the fire sign they're manipulated by, or this is the fire sign that they have to get rid of. But it does seem to be like their confidence or their happiness or their self-esteem is being drained by a specific female in particular who is holding on, using her sexuality to sort of wrangle them in and screw on their minds. And I just think that right now, that connection, they're still very, very unbalanced with that connection. Now, if you're the actual fire sign, it could be that you're asking for too much too soon, and that the Scorpio needs a little bit more time to just get their head on and make a decision. Because right now, I think their passions are really messed up. That's what I think. That's what I see. Yeah, so it's not like, yeah. So either patience is your way forward right now, Kat, or a reassessment of basically your desires versus your Scorpio's desires. Like, have they shown you that they actually want what you want too? Or are you just trying, or are you really, you're so passionate, you're actually superimposing and projecting those desires onto them because you want it so bad. So just sit back, and like the daily said today, be very, very honest with yourself and like let that sink in. Let what's really going on, because Scorpios do tend to hold off a little bit on taking the first move. But if they know somebody's really, really passionate about them, that will give them the security if they're really into you. If they're not into you, then you're going to continue to get this lukewarm response from them. Because as much as Scorpios have a reputation of being hard asses, which they are, they're actually very tender hearts. And I don't think they like to disappoint people. Like, right? So they might, if they're not feeling you as much as they know you're feeling them, they might try to avoid you. They might be lukewarm when they're around you because they don't want to hurt you. And they don't want to just flat out say, a Scorpio will decimate you if you've done something wrong to them. But you haven't done something wrong to them by just wanting them, and they don't want you as much. So it could just be that they're sort of trying to avoid you because they're not there for you they're not there where you are at this point. So either just kick back and let whatever situation they're in play out, or just pull back a little bit in terms of your expectations, and give them some time to sort of get more information and get to know you better. I think that's your best way forward. Sunshine, any insight on if I should move forward with my tarot business? Sunshine Daydream Tarot. Sunshine Daydream Tarot. Should you move forward with your tarot business? Sunshine. Should Sunshine Daydream Tarot move forward with their tarot business? Yes, I think you should. I think you should be patient with it, and I think you should let it unfold. I think you should have faith in it. Temperance comes out when there's an angel of patience and faith. So that's what you need right now, patience and faith. Also, kind of reassess your expectations on what you want it to be versus what it is right now, and just take more time in terms of how you're going to nurture it to get there. But I do think that this is a yes. This is a yes. Patience. Just keep with it. Lynn, should I find a job close to my boyfriend's job or commute an hour away? Lynn, should she find a job close to her boyfriend's job or commute? Should Lynn find a job? Okay. It seems like you're making a change. First card out. Lynn, let's get up to 2 more cards. The first decision and the most stability, I think, is with I need to see this again. Lynn. Should I find a job close to my boyfriend's job or commute an hour away? I think it's commuting. Yep. Because you have the magician here in terms of working and making things work for himself and being in a place of stability and happiness. And then you see the Seven of Wands, which is having to battle through and take the higher ground. So for me, this seems like that to me is commuting, because that's what I see as commuting. I think you're actually going to make a better choice if you continue on with a commute. An hour commute doesn't have to be that bad each way. And I think you might eventually be happier that you stayed in that position that you're in, even though it meant to commute. I think that that's okay. I think eventually you'll see that it's going to be better for you to not make the move in terms of your job. I feel like there's a sense of staying where you are in your work and having to commute. And I think that that's the road you have to go toward now. Wait. Go back. Soul Zaina. Is the my new Libra looking for something serious? A commitment in marriage. Soul Zaina. Is Zaina's Libra looking for a commitment in marriage? Is Soul Zaina's Libra looking for a commitment in marriage? Is Soul Zaina's Libra looking for a commitment in marriage? Is Soul Zaina's Libra looking for a commitment in marriage? Is Soul Zaina's Libra looking for a commitment in marriage? Is Soul Zaina's Libra looking for a commitment in marriage? Is Soul Zaina's Libra looking for a commitment in marriage? Is Soul Zaina's Libra, okay. All of the cards that have come out regarding the question is inevitably the Hierophant came out as the final card, right? Soul Zaina. I would say inevitably they are looking for commitment in marriage, but they are very defensive right now. And there's a lot of shit that they have to get together and sort of like, in other words, beasts within that they have to tame. They have to find their strength again. So it's going to take them some time. They're in a state of reflection. This is the air sign, right? This is the swords. So they're in a state of reflection. They're in a state of just trying to work things out and understand things, and prayer, maybe even going within to discover what is the best path forward for them. I think ultimately marriage is definitely what they want, but right now this is a time of just collecting more information and seeing where they're at and making themselves feel more comfortable with everything that's happened to them beforehand. So that's where emotionally they are. Ultimately, they do want marriage. They do, right? Ultimately. But they have a lot of things emotionally that they have to put back together. So, Kimberly, is Guy and I going to become a real deal? So, Kimberly, is Guy and Kimberly going to become the real deal? Are Guy and Kimberly going to become the real deal? First card out. This is a disappointment in your expectations, maybe your initial expectations when you first met him. Is Guy and Kimberly going to be the real deal? This is almost like, clarify the Six of Cups, please. Is Guy and Kimberly going to be the real deal? No, okay. Is Guy and Kimberly going to be the real deal? Is Guy and Kimberly going to be the real deal? Is Guy and Kimberly going to be the real deal? No. And that's why I think ultimately, the first card that came out, and I love Spirit, it's like, how many ways do you want me to tell you this? But ultimately, Kimberly, the Six of Cups came out in reverse, which is basically disappointment. Disappointment in the feeling of home and comfort that you really, really desire. There's an instability here with this relationship. And intuitively, I think, especially if you use your mind, you kind of already know that this guy is a fly by night. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands is really like F-boy energy. That's what it is. It's really kind of in and out, fly by night. Lots of passion, lots of sexuality, but not much steam behind all the upfront heat. So for clarity, no, I don't think that he's the real deal. Soul Zaina, you're awesome. Thank you so much. That was amazing. I appreciate that. Scorp Unicorn, will my Capricorn commit to me? All right, let's get into this for Scorp Unicorns. For Scorp Unicorn, will Scorp Unicorns Capricorn commit to her? 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 No, that's the answer. Because they're looking at the past and they're holding on to something that is actually really unstable in their life. I feel like maybe they have two different people to choose from, or it could very well be that they have a past that they're not willing to let go of yet. And that's a big issue moving forward with you and your Capricorn. But that's them. That's them. The Four of Pentacles is a fear of letting go because they're wary of the rockiness up ahead. They're not clear, and they are looking back in the past. I don't know if you guys have a past and they're worried that the past will repeat itself, or if they just have a past and they're holding on to some sort of old relationship that is dead, but they can't let go of it yet. Either way, they are definitely not ready to move forward with you. FYI. All right. Roxy, any messages from my brother up in heaven? Oh, Roxy, God bless you, sweetheart. Okay, is your brother a Libra? Because that card was your brother a Libra? It's because he popped right out. Basically saying that your things are going to go in your favor. There's a judgment that's coming, or messages that are going to finally be coming clear to you that have taken a long time to get through to you. You're going to be hearing some good news that will clarify things that took a while, but they are stable. They will offer stability and long-term stability. So in other words, your brother is looking out for you, and he's trying to make moves that will benefit you long-term. In other words, I don't know if you're dealing with any legal issues right now, Roxy, or you're dealing with sort of waiting for somebody to make a decision on schools, or they're sort of just deliberating about something, even jobs. It's almost like he's working in your favor as the birds pass above to help you choose or get the offer that's going to be the most stable for you. And that could be love, romance, like I said, legal proceedings, because justice is here. But it's almost like he's needed some time as well to settle into his new digs and to understand his new way of being. But he's there for you long term. Yeah. Movement is coming. You've been waiting for a long time, and you should know that life is going to be picking up for you. Give it a couple more weeks. Mercury retrograde always slows everything down. But definitely things are going to be picking up from you. I don't know if he was a Libra or you're dealing with a Libra, but there's going to be either with a Libra or a decision being made that's going to move you forward really quickly. It's been not stagnant. It's been going very slowly, and all of a sudden there's going to be a rush through. There's going to be a breakthrough, is what he's saying. A breakthrough with commitment, a breakthrough with a commitment, and that doesn't necessarily just have to be marriage. It could very well be either a breakthrough with a Taurus, you're a Libra making a breakthrough with a Taurus or a Cancerian, or there's just a breakthrough in terms of your life, getting an offer, accepting a job, or more stability is coming in. And I think That's what your brother is trying to convey to you right now. Things are going to get better and clear up. Whatever was impeding you, like decisions are being made in your favor from up above to enable things down below to be much better for you. They're setting up progress and stability for you. So there you go. He's definitely working very hard. It's definitely taking its time to get to you, certainly, but you will start to see progress relatively quickly because the Chariot was right there next to the Seven of Pentacles. No. Next to the Knight of Pentacles, there was a Chariot. So whatever was taking a long time is going to start just speeding up and coming right at you. There you go. Let's go. J007, hi, will I find a career that suits me soon? Will J007 find a career that suits her soon? Will J007 find a career that suits her soon? Will J007, yes, you actually are going to get an offer and it's going to make you happy. Find a career that suits her soon. This is an offer. Yeah, it's an offer from, yeah, absolutely. Somebody that wants to collaborate with you, yes, and you will be passionate about it. This is a direction that you were looking for and that you wanted. This is I don't know, it could be in the healthcare industry, business, taking care of somebody, being passionate about taking care of somebody or healing, helping people heal. I don't know if you work with people, but definitely maybe you work with children. Definitely having something come in that at the very least will make you feel good. And there's an offer coming in and it will offer money. You could be working for both a man and a woman, or a male recruiter and then a female boss. Ultimately, though, the money and stability is there and somebody is going to make an offer. They want to collaborate with you. There you go. April, this is going to be my last question, guys, because we're hitting up on the hour. April, with my surgery next week, have a good result. April. Will April's surgery next week have a good result? Will April's surgery next week? Yes, have a good result. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Will April's surgery go well? Will it go well? Will it go well? Yes. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And it says move away from this. Make a decision to walk away from. Hold on. Give me a second because a lot of cards came out, April, and it's coming to your surgery. So I think the Wheel of Fortune is definitely here. That's a good sign. But the Eight of Cups says that your intuition is sort of pulling you away from something, and that you should trust your intuition. Trust your intuition and make the decision based on your intuition and really move in the direction Did you get injured at work? Because it does seem to be almost like you need to take some time out from work. The surgery will require you to take some time away from work. Or like there's something here with money being stolen too. I don't know. This is really interesting. I just want to know if his surgery will go well. Your surgery will go well. That was a yes. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. But I would watch out for people trying to take too much money from you. That's what I would watch out for. Watch out for those insurance companies, April. Because there does seem to be somebody offering you care and then somebody sort of trying to whittle away money from you, from what you've worked very hard on. So it will either be a very costly surgery, you know what? I just need clarification on this. Because what it seems to be telling me is that your best bet is to walk away from this surgery because they're just trying to like suck money out of you. You may not actually really need it. So maybe before you go into surgery, you might want to ask for a second opinion. That's what I'm getting coming through loud and clear. Yeah. See, there's indecision here. There's information that you still need. Or maybe there's more information that I need. But it seems to me like you should consult another doctor or get a second opinion. Because I feel like there's information that you definitely, you need more information before you decide to go get the surgery. I know this may be in the 11th hour, but it feels like you need more information. Fortune will be in your favor if you walk away and go ask somebody else for their opinion. Because there is a need to know more here. There is a need to know more. But will the surgery, if he gets surgery ultimately, will it work out for him? If ultimately he gets the surgery, will it work out for him? Yes. Okay, so there you go. Wheel of Fortune and Nine of Cups. Yes, yes, yes. Ultimately, the surgery will work out for you. You may need to go find another doctor, though. I'm just saying, I would ask for a second opinion because it seems like there's somebody in the healthcare industry that's making you an offer that's sort of trying to pull money away from you. At the very least, it could very well, it's just an acknowledgement of the decision that you made to get the surgery is going to cost you a great deal of money. And maybe you need a little bit more information in terms of your path forward, of how you deal with this and how you finance the surgery. There is something to do with somebody taking something that you've earned. And so maybe just consult the insurance companies more, maybe just consult the care facilities, or maybe just get a second opinion. Ultimately, the surgery will work for you, but there is a little bit at play of somebody trying to whittle more money out of you than they're supposed to get. That's just an FYI, and I want you to be aware of that. But the surgery will go well. Both times about just the surgery itself, whoever you end up getting it from, it's going to go well. Just an FYI. Okay, so that's my last question. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back. Today is Cancer and Leo. Cancer and Leo is up to date for your week ahead readings, guys. I'll be getting those out today to you later on this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me on this video and this morning. I'm so glad to have you. Remember, today is a very good day, even if our heads are getting in our own way. I'll see you guys tomorrow.